Okay, and just let me check. So we don't get multiple audio streams coming through. Perfect. So I'll just do a quick intro, and then it's just over to you two. And when you want me to change the slide, just let me know, Adnan, okay?
Sure.
But from the trade show floor is perfect, okay?
Okay.
Great. Well, welcome. We are live streaming from, well, I'm unfortunately still in my hotel room. I've not managed to get out, but Adnan is on the show floor of Enterprise Connect. So Adnan's going to go and run through the winners. I'm going to be the slide operator. So let me just share the slides and then Adnan will get to it, okay? Oops, sorry. Share. Hopefully you can see the slides. Yes, Adnan?
Yes, we can see it. Yep.
Excellent. Over to you.
All right. Well, thanks again, Alan, for the TADHack event. And thank you, of course, to all the participants and all the TADHackers. As usual, really no surprise to me. There was ample amount of really cool and innovative solutions that were created across various teams. Some on site here in Orlando, and a number of other ones that came in through remote participation. So as usual, the judging becomes a little difficult when there are so many great implementations that are presented in such a rapid and in a quick period of time with the video recordings. So with that, congratulations really goes out to all the hackers that participated. If there's any feedback, or would you like to continue to use the platform in any way, or have questions, please feel free to contact any one of us at Radisys. If you don't have our info, get it from Alan. Just because the TADHack event does not necessarily mean that your innovation needs to stop, right? So always welcome to go and share ideas, build things. We're always here to help if you have questions or ideas or any kind of technical issues you might run into. So without further ado, Alan, maybe we can go through the winners. I think the winners, we usually give a little bit of weighting into the real world usefulness of the application.
Oh, have we lost you, Adnan? I think we might have lost you at the critical point. We'll just wait to see if Adnan comes back on. I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to pop to the screen. Oh, yes. Oh, Adnan's there. But I'm not. Oh, it's his network. Unfortunately. Oh, yeah, we've lost Adnan. So hopefully he will call back. There you go. And you're back.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's back again. Yeah, thanks.
No problem. You were just about to give the key piece, so I'll get back to you, okay? Go for
okay.
It.
Okay. Yeah, so I think that the weighting I just mentioned is really about how much of the platform is actually used by the application, how innovative and real-world use case is addressing, and also how many other additional integrations were needed to make this end-to-end solution work. So it's kind of a balance between all those things, and of course, the presentation, the quality, and the clarity of the presentations themselves. So here, a difficult choice, but I think we selected these three Guardian here. Real World, will talk a little briefly about what they do, the FitBot, and then the One Center, which is a kind of a contact center application. So let's talk a little bit about the Guardian Care application. So the Guardian Care is a pretty useful case we found around kind of healthcare, where elderly patients, they're getting lots of information from these devices, whether it's heart rate, blood pressure, oxygen level, some people sleep apnea. So much data and that information is being collected by these devices. But how easy and useful is that information to the actual people who are getting all this massive amounts of data? How easy it is to query and get that data, and what can you do with that data in terms of, people can change their behavior, go get medicine, seek additional guidance from healthcare practitioners. So it was interesting to go and see the use of ChatGPT and additional information that's available beyond the data that is being provided by, the heart rate or blood pressure, as instance. And the engage digital real-time APIs where somebody can go and have a real-time voice conversation to query and get information that these devices are collecting. So think of it like, instead of just getting, blips on your phone or device, it's all consolidated. You can have a real live interactive session with the think of it like you're having a real live interaction with a healthcare practitioner, and is giving you the information that is being collected by these devices. So it's and also additionally utilizing ChatGPT to get additional information in terms of what the patient may want to do about about the data that's being collected. So it collected a lot of different parts of the solution, which I think we kind of found really interesting. It wasn't just the interaction voice; it's these devices, the storage of the data, the collection of the data, presenting the data back in an interactive session, and also the use of AI engines to be integrated as part of the overall solution. So next slide, please. So I think this was the visual design tool. Oh, previous one.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Oh, yeah. So here's where the presentation of the team. So you got to see there's a little screenshot of the visual design tool that was used from the Radius Assistant Engagement platform to pull the entire solution together. So it's as you can see, a fairly complex application can be created in a fairly rapid amount of time. And this one was done literally through this visual design tool to create the application and deploy it. So anyways, well done. A great application, real world use case here. Next one, please. So in a similar sort of theme, this Fitbot is again an excellent example of a real world use case. So here is tying a bunch of different things in terms of ChatGPT and AI, speech to text, text to speech for the live interaction, the IVR dialogue, the user of this and have the larger pool of information available as part of this application through OpenAI, and also had the integration into calendar where you set yourself a schedule about exercise. I'm gonna work out Monday, Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and here are the times. It does a backend integration into your choice of calendar, and then automatic reminders. That if you miss the thing, it will remind you about your schedule, plan for fitness, and also is collecting the data that is being while you're doing this program. That data is getting added and collected. So it's using the Fitbit API as well. So as you can tell, the Engage Digital platform is used to go and stitch all of this stuff together, and there's a lot of back integration with devices as well as databases and back-end AI engine as well. So again, excellent real world use case. I think a lot of people I could actually start using this now. Actually, so good working. I think it's always good to have a consolidated view and and the reminders and additional information that you may want to do while you kind of set up an excellent program. So next slide, please. So here's kind of the overall architecture that Mike had presented. So as you can see, the Radius front end provide all the real-time speech interaction. As you can kind of see here, there's a lot of backend integration as well that makes the end-to-end solution. Really, the OpenAI engine, the Fitbit itself to collect events and triggers, calendar for keeping track of all your scheduled fitness and keeping them up to date, and inbound calling to set up your schedule, and then outbound application can also get out and call to the user for notifications, whether they're a voice call or maybe an SMS message or maybe an email of collected data, right? So the application is, of course, Engage Digital platform flexible enough in terms of how you interact with the application, many different ways, not solely outbound voice calling, but many other ways as well. So again, excellent job here. Congratulations. Next slide, please. So a quick snapshot of the live demo. Here's the visual design tool for the user interaction part of it, and the application is being called, as you can kind of see on the left end, using a web-based client to do a quick test by doing placing a real live audio call into the application. Next one, please, Alan. So the last but not least, so again, this is a business use case, banking, real banking services. A good reference to MTN, a large operator in Africa, and also the integration of a call center well. So the banking consumer calls in and has a live interaction with a virtual assistant or virtual agent, and can get a whole pile of different questions and answers and queries that the customer may have. They may be an existing customer or maybe potentially a new customer inquiring about various different services that are being offered and what pricing associated with these services. So again, it used Engage Digital Platform to create the application, very quickly deploy it, and have the real-time language understanding and back-end intent mapping and the full kind of an end-to-end call flow between the consumer and the banking. And instead of having to wait and length call queues what happens when you typically call a contact center, who knows how busy they are, typically very busy, and you're waiting a long time. A lot of the answers that the consumers are really looking for, a lot of data supports that most 60 to 80% of queries can really be just answered through a virtual assistant. And the ones that really do require an agent, then we could put you, the application can put you in a queue to a live agent, and then you can have a conversation live agent. No need to be in a queue when you have some initial things can be automatically answered, providing a better user experience instead of lengthy queue times. So again, excellent example, real world use case, and I think this was part of the demo where the interaction was going on with a real language. Of course, multiple languages supported here. I think only English was being used, but the platform supports literally dozens and dozens and dozens of languages around the world. So it's completely multilingual. And also will do natural language understanding and in the query of the banking service. So offloading a lot of the stuff, the typical call center have to be involved in. And the application also allows that if somebody says, I would like to talk to an agent now, just by saying that in the application, the Engage Digital Platform will automatically detect, okay, the person actually wants to talk to a live agent now, and will automatically place an outbound call to an agent, the next available agent, and when the agent becomes available, the two parties will get connected, pinned up together. So then the interaction continues with the live agent. So all part of the kind of an end-to-end application, very real-world use case. So congratulations, really well done. So thanks, everyone. As I mentioned earlier, please let not innovation stop at the end of the hack session. Feel free to contact us or Alan if you have ideas or things or technical assistance you may need about future endeavors in creating these cool applications. So again, thanks a lot, and back to you, Alan.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Adnan. It's great you were able to do this from the show floor. So I'll be in touch in terms of the prize money distribution for the winners, and I'll be getting a weblog out on this so that everybody can see the winners without necessarily having to watch the full video. But again, Adnan, thank you so much for all your help and support in making this happen.
Yeah, thanks to you, Alan. Thanks, and congratulations all the TADHackers.
Well done. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.